That was very, very powerful. This is one person who read the Magnifica, Humanitas. Very powerful. And I love the zeal and the passion for humanity. This was really our keynote presentation. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
There is a question.
Doctor, thank you for your presentation.
My pleasure.
Part of Leo's concern was multilateralism about AI, without looking out at the context in which AI has been created in a world where there are alternative facts, lies are now normalized, and where the United Nations does not have sufficient governance to control countries, let alone corporations. In a way, I think we also have to look at how can we create the governance structures, and it's a human relational problem. It's not an AI issue. But if we don't actually create oversight, there's no way of governing what's going on between effectively two countries, United States and China. The rest of the world, even if we agree on human dignity, we don't have any mechanism to enforce any decisions. And surely that's the real crisis.
Thank you very much. You are right in highlighting this big risk, but we as Muslims and Christians, we very much believe in the unlimited power of human beings when they are connected to God. And if we really listen to God and act together, there is no limit in what we can do. And history shows us that all the people who had power and control have gone. Who has remained is Jesus. Who has remained is Prophet Muhammad, is Moses. And therefore, if we really listen to God, listen to our shared traditions, and work together and put this in education and work on the children and youngsters with this understanding, I think we are much, much more powerful than any superpower.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I just want to follow up on the previous point. We in the last two presentations, and I think a point was made earlier that we're talking about technological dominance, and really leaving out the whole, well, not leaving it out, but I mean it's in the subtext. But I think we have to give more prominence to the issue of the fact that there's a lot of this technological advance is being made possible by corporate-centered wealth and greed, which is often traced back to global dominance, and then tied to power and state power. And ultimately it's about bottom line, which you also mentioned. And I think we're not. I think we have to really look at, instead of looking at it from an Islamic perspective, a Christian perspective, to really look at the shared foundation of values, because I come from the digital rights space, and we really are not engaging with the Magnifica Humanitas, which I think is a tragedy to an extent, because it is about human dignity, it is about justice and protection. So I think, for me, I'd like to see more of that interaction between these different spaces, and look at how can we connect and collaborate and commit to shared foundation of values. That's what I was going to say. It's more a comment.
Thank you. It's a comment. Thank you. That is a very
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Dr. Marknet, please.
I just wanted to. Some of you might have heard of something that happened in Britain recently. a particular Catholic theologian was invited by one of these big companies, Anthropos, Anthropic, to take part in a process. They invited her to be part of a process to integrate moral values into the AI systems that they were developing. She actually refused. Not because she didn't want to discuss these matters. In fact, she was very, very interested in them indeed, and had very strong views. But she felt that it would be impossible for her to have an equal conversation about these things in the context of an economic, of a commercial business who has obviously a very big stake in these matters. She felt that she wouldn't be able to represent moral values in that context. I thought that was a very interesting position to take, and it seems to me to be to make us more cautious about the context in which we discuss these things. That the general atmosphere in which we are, all of us in, is this atmosphere of commercial values, and it's very difficult to get space which is genuinely open to a moral discussion.
Thank you so much, Father. Any other questions, contributions? Miss Nancy.
Okay, for me it's just a reaction. I think that was just an amazing presentation. And I like the topic AI and human dignity. Human dignity is up to us. It's not about AI dignity. AI is just a tool that we humans need to take advantage. We need to advise it what we want, we use it when it's appropriate. So I think it was very clear from the presentation that AI doesn't have a conscience. AI doesn't have feelings, it doesn't have reactions, it's programmed anyway. So it's up to us really. We have an important role to do what we want, take advantage of AI. So if AI is not the problem, you can tell AI to make our life better. Can you do this? But it's up to us because, like what Doc said, God has made us to be people that have more blessing to explore our potential. So this is not an AI issue. It's about human beings taking advantage of AI, taking into account human beings. So that's just my reaction.
Thank you so much, and Dr. Muhammad Shomali. I would like to thank you sincerely for the passion and the zeal you have shared with us.
Thank you.
The Catholic Church, they have a desk with the United Nations on justice. Some people, they engage and have shelters, but we have many other people who subscribe to other denominations who shun politics, who shun these social ills. They think it takes them away from holiness. I think it's a wake-up call to all of us, the people of different religions, to participate, and even to you, Dr. Shomari, your budget should include us, send us to study the algorithms so that will bring the Islamic perspective being injected in the algorithms that the AI creators are creating, and even the Christians as well. We need to budget. Instead of us being consumers, let us influence and impact lives by our own values. You really polished everything through and through that. It's not about running away from the responsibility of being the stewards of God. And we need to give witness as children of God, putting the human person at the center of everything that we do. Thank you so much. May you be highly blessed. Another round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Those who are here, you've been what the notes. Maybe it's 2 minutes to 11. We just quickly grab something and we take our tea break. And then I'll cut it short instead of it's already 15 minutes. So maybe may we make our tea break just 10 minutes so that we can catch up with our time. Thank you so much. Take a break. Those who are on